Summer is upon us here in Michigan, and that means campgrounds are in full swing around the state. So whether you're setting up camp with the family, first time going out, or you're a weekend warrior, today I want to talk a little bit about the best camping experiences in all of Michigan. We're going to cover the best places with cabins, the best places for wild adventures, along with the best locations for camping close to everything from far away to everything. Let's first start out with a couple of the campgrounds that have cabins available. There's quite a few campgrounds that have cabins, but I'm only going to talk about two. The first one is going to be Camp Dearborn in Milford, Michigan. It's also a family-oriented campground. They have great selection of cabins, cottages, and also preset tents with bunk beds. The other one, and this is one that I personally stay at every single year for Memorial Weekend, ever since my camper kind of went to the junkyard, we'll just call it that. I go to Sterling State Park, and they have cabins that are right on the beach. And it's right, I mean, you have the beautiful view of Lake Erie. They have 2 bedrooms, obviously a bathroom, a kitchenette, and it's very nice. And they actually have AC, so if you want to glamour camp, you can actually just go there and utilize the air conditioning. Next is, there's also Airbnb locations, or not necessarily locations, but Airbnbs available. And when I'm talking about Airbnbs, I'm not talking about renting somebody's house. I'm talking about renting somebody's camper. You can get small campers, large campers. Basically, it's the same as an Airbnb. You're gonna go to the website, and then you're gonna turn around and select the one that you want for the location that you're in. They're gonna pull it there, they're gonna set it up for you. You just show up, you utilize it. When you're all done, you're gonna leave, and they're gonna go there and pick it all up. So it's a great option. If you don't wanna, rustic and do the tent thing, you don't wanna do the cabin thing, or if you don't have your own, then check out those Airbnb ones. Now, let's talk about some great campsites for those Airbnbs or tents or campers or whatever you got. Or if you want to do the shopping and restaurant thing. So the first one's going to be Sleeper State Park on Lake Huron. It's very close to here. It's a great place to start. The park is known for its beautiful trails, throughout the forest. The beach access is right across the street. It's a great place to check out. The next one would be Holly Recreation Area. There's plenty of campgrounds in there, but specifically the Holly Recreation Area campground is a great campground with shaded sites, and they have places for hiking and kayak. And then the next one I'm going to, just mention a little bit is the Keith J. Charters in Traverse City Park. It is truly a one-of-a-kind, very spacious, nicely wooded campsites, stunning views of the East Grand Traverse Bay of Lake Michigan. Now, one last thing I'm going to mention is, just because this one's always been a burden for us, is the Ludington State Park. Those, I don't know if it's just the weekends that we always choose, but they are always booked up 6 months out. So you got to check them out. It's a great place. It's one of the best state parks in the state. I have a couple other places that visit if you want to do more rustic camping experiences. Then you want to check out Crooked Lake Rustic Campground in Dexter. They have a great lake for kayaking. It's very quiet there. There'll be a lot of other lakes in the area that you can access locally as well and visit and try to do your kayaking there. Next is the Leelanau State Park on Lake Michigan. It's about an hour from Traverse City. It's known as one of the best in all of Michigan. Very peaceful campground, very beautiful rocky beach. Lastly, I want to go over a few campgrounds that have other adventures to offer. The first one would be the Sleeping Bear Dunes in Empire, Michigan. It is known for the hiker's paradise with 100 miles of trails. And if you're brave enough to give the dunes a climb, it's a 284-foot tall sand dune challenge with rewarding views from the top plateau. But before you try that, let me give you a word of caution. I believe just recently this year, Michigan is starting to charge for rescue. If you can't make it back up that hill, they'll send a rescue out, and then you're gonna have to pay for it. So it is very strenuous. Don't try it unless you want to, if you're willing to pay if you get stuck, because every time you take one step forward, you're taking 2 steps back because you're sliding down the hill. So just a word of advice. Next, you got the Rifle River in Sterling, Michigan. It is also known for the river rides, especially on the 4th of July. There's a choice between a 3 and a 7-hour tube floats, or you can choose to canoe or kayak down the river. This campsite also has a family side and an adult, more loud side for you drinkers, or per se. But either way, it's got a little bit for everybody. Lastly is the Silver Lake State Park in Mears, Michigan. It has a beautiful campgrounds with 450 acres of off-road vehicle where you can drive your private or rent an off-road vehicle. Now, I've taken my personal truck there multiple times, and I'm telling you what, it's a great time. You just got to be careful. There's a lot of people that get a little, high speed. So make sure you got the right proper flag that's hanging from the front of your truck, because as you're going up the hill, you want to make sure that people on the other side of the hill can see you coming. So that there's things out there. Check it out on the YouTubes. So whether you're looking to camp in the deep woods, in a convenient cabin just down the street from Walmart, or you can actually even camp in Walmart parking lot. But regardless, if you want to do that, or if you want a new camping location to try this summer, comment below where you love to camp here in Michigan and where your next visit's going to be. And if you're planning to make a move here in Michigan, I would be honored to help you find that right home for you. Just give me a call at 734-560-3499, or you could email me at dougworsley@kw.com. And I'll see you on the next one.